Well, this is going to be a difficult video to make. I'm going to post the photos too, so that people have a long-term record of this. This is the research that I did on the ballistics information. There's 70 pages of notes here, and I'm going to start at the beginning. 129 to 162 bullets fired by policemen. They said 142 in their official report. Many don't have evidence numbers. The results are made using the best information as available as of October 2002. Points of notice, you can read these when you get a chance. Stop the film and read them if you want. They're missing evidence numbers. They're people that fired. Monahan said he fired into the cafeteria. Then in a later statement that he fired into the wall of the school, yet no evidence exists for his rounds. I couldn't find them. So many discrepancies here. 61 found in map police rounds, and yet they have fired 166. It turns out to be 167. These are some of the police numbers. This is the CBI number and then the Jeffco number. So you have to relate the two. It's CBI 120, Jeffco 22174. This is from page 12203. All these rounds are fired by police. These are Gray's bullets. This is Gardner's bullets. 184 through 15, 947, 46, and 998 are in the library. This one, number 223, doesn't match anything. That's bizarre. And number 971 doesn't match anything either. So they're just unanswered, undiscovered police bullets, uninvestigated. These are O'Shea's rounds here. He fired these. This is the CBI number again and the Jeffco number 51, and that's the same bullet. And then this is the same bullet, and that's the same bullet. These are all the ones he fired. And then those cartridge cases and stuff. This is the law enforcement firearm numbers for Gardner, Romero, Monahan, O'Shea, Gray, Bloodworth, and Dragem, and the numbers of the identification numbers for the weapons. These are bullets not consistent with police and not fired by the suspects, but otherwise unidentified. So 120 is an example. 429 is consistent with the police bullet, which is the number 747 with Jeffco number in the library. 430 is in the library. 436 is in the library. 438 is in a map cabinet. 443 is in the library, in the wall of the library. 444 is in a door by the library. On and on and on. East entrance doors, these are fired by O'Shea, 78 and 789 and 790, which is bullet numbers for Jeffco, 1800 and 1801. They're buried in the front door of the school. They were fired at the far west entrance of the school, traveled all the way through the school and buried themselves in the front door, down that entire hallway. Those are fired blindly into the school. Here's Gray. This one is in section 3 in the hallway, and section 4 in the hallway. These are bullets fired into the school blindly that buried in the hallway and in the ceiling. Here are more. These are consistent with police, cannot be defendant's bullets, or the killer's bullets. 826, which is 1855 Jeffco, is in the hallway in section 5. 850 is in section 4. 857 is in the west entrance of the school. This is what they never released to the public. This is unbelievable that they fired into the schools like this. This is in the corner door to the cafeteria, in the hallway outside, in the cafeteria inside the west door, in a computer in the library. These are police bullets. Here's a police shotgun round that never was located. 2 shotgun shells by Kramer, I think, because you can't identify shotgun shells. These are Gray's bullets. CBI number 723. You can even tell for 1 fired copper bullet, 3 copper bullets, 1 fired copper bullet. These are Gray bullets too. This is O'Shea's bullets here, and where they ended up. In the corner of the building outside, on the grass by the stairs by Dan Rorba. On the grass by the stairs on the sidewalk. 8 feet north of the library window, 7 feet north of the library window. North of the chain link fence, north of the chain link fence, north of the library door. On the grass by the southwest doors, Those are all fired by O'Shea. And again, I'm going to publish the photos online so people can see them if they want to continue this research, but this is a pretty good overview. This is in the hallway. These are fired by Gray, those numbers, 18, 30, 31, 32, 33, and so on. This is a round by Gray in the hallway too. Section 5, these are police bullets in the hallway. These are police bullets in the hallway, all of these. These are police bullets in the east entrance, which is, again, these are a repeat of O'Shea's rounds, 1800, 1801, 1802. These are all O'Shea, fired by the police. That's the page number. You can find it. These are Klebold rounds. This is the Klebold round. Gardner's pistol here, evidence numbers. Here's O'Shea continued. This is how many. He just fired so many rounds into this goal. It was pitiful. On the grass outside the doors, on the grass outside the door, on the grass outside the southwest doors, outside west doors, outside west doors. These are all where O'Shea's bullets ended up. No identified bullets from O'Shea, which is just amazing. I don't know what that note means. I'd have to read that again. Oh, I guess in that location. Here's Manwaring fired, Gardner fired these, Romero fired these numbers, Dragem, Bloodworth, Gray. Here's some more from Gray and where they were outside the west doors, on the grass by the west entrance, on the grass by the southwest entrance. Gray's bullets, this one's by the elevator north of the library in the hallway. This is in the hallway. This one's in between the west doors. More police bullets. More police bullets fired into the school. More police bullets. This one's in the hallway by the elevator, fired by Gray. This is just notes from my research. Let's see. In the main hall where these ended up. Let's see. As you can see, there just are pages and pages of notes. This is interesting. Smoker says he fired 3. But actually he fired 4 rounds, so he miscounted, which is easy to do. In the official report, Bloodworth said he fired 26, but then he fired 34 based on the witness statements. Dragem fired 2, that's correct. Gardner fired 8, yes, 8, but 4 were in the library, 4 were outside. Gray fired 29, he said he fired 40. Kramer fired 4, that was unverifiable because they're shotgun rounds. Manwaring fired 3, and then per statement he only fired 2, which is odd. Monahan fired 6, that's correct. O'Neill fired 3. O'Shea said he fired 51, but then there were reports that he fired 27, 36, or 61, depending on how you analyze it, because he did reload his magazines, so verifying a number is impossible. Romero did fire 4, Smoker fired 3, but actually 4 per ballistics, but statements say 3. Walker fired 2, so that's 141 rounds total, or 132, 141, or 166. I later found another one, so it's 167 rounds. O'Neill is firing a 45 caliber. He fired 3 rounds. I can't find them. 45 weapons fired, whereas the Glock, which is O'Neill's, the Sig Sauer, which is Gardner, of course, the Smith & Wesson, which is Monahan, and O'Neill has 2 numbers, 9, 10, and 40, and Monahan is 9, 10, and 10, 220, which is very odd why they would give different numbers. This is 7 things that O'Shea said that were not true. There's more stuff about O'Shea. The Vanderjagt response, he said that O'Shea fired into the school without looking because that's the new Denver SWAT policy from the Vanderjagt shooting. They don't mention it in the written report, but it is mentioned in the testimony. Vanderjagt said it. There's no ballistic matching on any of his rounds. He can't prove where a single round went. He can't prove where he fired or where his 62 rounds went at all. That's O'Shea. Oh, that's what it meant by earlier. There's no verification. Problems. Monahan is listed as DPD SWAT when I don't think he was. He's not a SWAT member. He is his attorney present for his interview. Gray fired 29 times, fired 29 or 10 or 11 or 39 or 40. It varies per statement. Bloodworth filed 34, but he actually fired 26, or did he file 30 to 35, depending on the evidence. His statement, he fired 28 plus 3 plus 6, but he fired 34, according to this. Oh my gosh. This is the police that fired. O'Shea, Romero, Gray, O'Neill, Drajan, Monahan, Kramer, Smoker, Gardner, and Manwaring all fired into the school. Many of the rounds after Eric and Dylan were dead. This is Bloodworth's information. Let's see. He fired so he could rescue the two kids right near the entrance door. He sees knives on Eric and Dylan. I don't know where he saw those. I don't see them in the photos. Says he fired 30 rounds. Then he said he confirmed 34 rounds. This is just a pitiful investigation. Gray, this is more statements by Gray and O'Shea. No mention of O'Shea being down by Dan Rohrbaugh, yet his shells are there. O'Shea fires into the room just north of the kitchen. That's in his statement and in the ballistics, but they don't show any of them anywhere. That is a complete cover-up by Jeff Coe. This was tracing Gardner's bullets. Gardner has these are Gardner's rounds. The CBI says 45 bullet, a fired jacketed bullet in the wall, 1 fired copper jacketed bullet, and then the CBI has these numbers, and that's just trying to track his rounds. And more of that, and this is the research that went into the ballistics. Look at there's 70 pages of notes. You want to see the work that went into trying to figure out what happened here, and none of this has been released or even reviewed by them with the public. They just simply tried to keep this secret. Manwaring says he fired 2 rounds. It's inconsistent. There's no follow-up interview. He fires at a silhouette at an unidentified target. He even says that, and it was after Dylan was dead. Gardner fired bullets. These are the ones he fired, and he denies firing into the library, but he did fire into the library. This was the research that I did just on the ballistics. So these are probable police rounds. All were not compared to police. All were not compared to the police weapons. So just a pitiful ballistics analysis by the CBI. And these, let's see, 904, 905, 906. These are police rounds, but I'm not sure from where. 30 missing shells. Rounds per statement. Bloodworth fired 34, but for the official report, it's 26. Gray fired 40, but at official report, he only fired 29. O'Shea fired again 4 or 5, 27 or 36 or 62 or 51, which who knows which one to use. He says that per the official report, he fired 51, but again, he reloaded magazines, so none of that can ever be confirmed. O'Shea said he fired anywhere from 4 to 62 rounds. They found 51 shells, assuming his statement is accurate. Where the other 11 missing shells? The police only found 51. Did somebody pick them up? That's just shells, not bullets, actually. And on and on. You can see how this is just exhausting. And more and more notes. That's the analysis of the ballistics that I did years ago. This is all going to the museum, but I just wanted to give people an idea of the work involved and the lies told. Here are more I even forgot about. These are the 45 caliber rounds fired. O'Neill, Gardner, Gardner fired bullet in this. These is where these bullets went. These are 45s, only 45s. Library map case, library, in the cafeteria door, by the front door outside, a cartridge case that I cannot find on the maps. It's not labeled. A bullet in the library, called a live round in the Arapahoe report. In the library just east of Kyle, this one, unidentified, but could be O'Neill, could be Gardner, it's not clear. This one's in the library wall in the library, unable to find. It doesn't match any hallway number. In the cafeteria. This is the weight of buckshot, how much everything weighs, a 9mm, a 45. So you can, from when it's 164 grains, you can analyzed it. It's a 45, obviously, because it can't be, nothing else weighs that much. Here are more weapons and bullets, bullets fired. So hopefully someone will find this stuff in the museum and do the further analysis. But that's the cover-up that they've done. That's how much they've hidden. 167 rounds fired into the school, documented and lied about by Jefferson County. Thanks.